Last thing I want to look at here, this is an example that involves combining all the exponent laws we've looked at in this video. Okay, so you can see this first one here. What we're trying to do is use our knowledge of exponent laws to simplify this thing. So this one, there's a lot of stuff going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to think about my power of a power rule, and I know that this thing applies to everything inside the brackets. So I'm going to multiply all of my exponents by 3, and that includes the exponent on this 3. Remember, there is a 1 exponent hidden here, so this is 3 to the power of 1. So what I'm going to do is multiply everything, all my exponents, by 3. Right? So 1 times 3 is 3. 3 to the power of 3 is 27, so I'm just going to write that as 27. And you can see I've multiplied 2 times 3, 3 times 3, 1 times 3, 2 times 3 to end up with this expression here. All right, great. So now we've got a situation where I've got pairs of like bases that I can divide, and recall that you'll subtract your exponents. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. I've got 6 and 3, so I can subtract those exponents to get 3. I can subtract these exponents to get 3. That 27 is just going to come along for the ride, and we end up with 27x cubed times y cubed. Okay, next example, same thing. I've got a couple exponent laws involved here. On top, I'm multiplying powers of the same base. I'm also dividing by a power with the same base. So what I'll do is I'll look at the top first and say, well, look at this. I've got I've got a multiplication of powers that tells me to add my exponents. I'm going to keep the bottom the same. And now I've got a division of powers, which tells me I can subtract my exponents. So if I take -9 and subtract -8, I end up with -1 as my exponent. And lo and behold, we have a negative exponent. We might as well write that as a positive power. It doesn't explicitly tell us to do that in the example, but it's good practice just to write your powers with positive exponents. So remember, we can flip a, write it as a reciprocal and make that exponent positive. That'll just give us 1 over a.